Split toning is definitely not only just for black and white photographs. You can apply a split tone effect to your color images and come up with some outstanding color results. Well, let's play with this image a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to navigate down to our split toning panel and open that one up. Now with this image, one of the things I'm noticing is that there's some really strong colors here. We have this bright background, this hair that has a lot of yellow in it, these green-blue eyes, and this blue shirt. So I want to kind of pick up on that and add some split toning to this image that pushes this image into a different place, but it kind of honors the color that's there. In a sense, it kind of cross-processes the color a little bit. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll go ahead and bring up some saturation, and then I'm going to look for a hue that I think might look interesting. Now a blue or cool hue could look interesting, or even a warm color. I think I'm going to go with a warm color here and quite a bit of saturation. Now just adding warmth doesn't really do this image any justice. It just looks kind of muted and just not very interesting, right? Well, let's then add some shadow color. And what I'm going to do with my shadow color is I'm going to look to add some nice cool tones here. And what I can do is try to find a sweet spot for this where I'm adding these nice cool tones and then balance this. If I balance it one way, it becomes yellow. Balance it the other way, it becomes nice and cool. Well, what if I find a sweet spot somewhere in between the two, where I'm blending these two colors together to create this almost soft, cross-processed, intriguing, interesting type of a color look. Now, whenever you apply split toning, you almost always want to go back to some of your other panels, like the basic panel. Let's do that. If we go back to the basic panel, what we can do here is swing our color temperature either warmer, which could be kind of interesting. That's an interesting kind of engaging look, or cooler too. That could be interesting as well. In my opinion, I want a little bit more warmth. I'll add some fill light to the photograph as well as some contrast and a little bit of brightness here and some vibrance. And again, just changing the overall look by swinging some of these controls one way or another and trying to find an interesting, intriguing color effect that typically I would have had to have created in Photoshop. But here in Lightroom, I can create something really similar that's engaging, and I can do it in such a quick way that it makes me want to do this type of experimentation more and more. All right, well, let's take a look at our before and after. Here is before without any split toning, and then our after. Subtle yet significant, and also kind of fun effect as we work with split toning on our color photographs. Well, then closing here, if you've never experimented with the split toning controls on color photographs, I definitely recommend that you do so, because I think that you'll find that you can have quite a bit of fun by using those controls, and that they can help you quickly come up with some really creative results.